So we've got a game against an IM, a lowly rated IM though, 2076. Another open Sicilian. Why not? I'm in the mood for tactical trump cards at the moment. I'm not sure if you've noticed my preference for open Sicilians. Let's take on C6, maybe G3. Be a bit tricky on the positioning of this bishop. So bishop B4 though. Okay, I'm going to lose C3. So what? Dark squares, nice gambit. Lots of dark square compensation, but I can't castle. That is the snag. What about rook B4? Play rook B4 is queen A6, but then there's bishop F1. Okay. Rook B4 is bishop C3 though, I can get onto maybe the dark squares like that. Protecting E4 for a moment as well. And queen G4 looks tempting. So it's knight G6 is. Well, bishop F1 to D3 then, desperate measure. Just a castle. Bishop might not be bad on D3 anyway. I'll just weaken my king side. What about E5 and get the rook over to H4? That'd be kind of interesting. Also there's rook C4, A5, rook C4. So E5 and rook H4 and queen H5. The plan. Especially here. So rook H4. It's going to be knight F5s. So bishop B5, no point. Just play over here. It's on this diagonal. Okay, fine. I'm immediately on H7 anyway. Fine. I'll sack the bishop at H6. If knight F5, maybe queen H5. Or just bishop F5. Queen H5. H6, then bishop F5, and maybe bishop H6 later. But the queen will be protecting H6. Queen H5 and G4. Queen H5, G6. So knight F5, queen H5, G. There isn't G6. H6, G4, G6. Because the knight will be protecting H6. Okay. I've got lots of pieces attacking his king here. What about just rook H7 here? Queen H5. Rook H7, queen H5. So the king goes to G7, queen H6 and bishop D5. It goes to G8. Queen H5, knight F5. Bishop F5 there. G6, bishop G5. Is there a simpler method? Just bishop G5 to F6 and then maybe queen H5 if I want to sack the queen. Bishop G5. Say bishop B7 to play D4. Bishop F6, D4. There's always bishop E4 to fling in. Take on B7, queen B7, queen D2. There's knight F5. Queen H6 is always going to be dangerous. Okay, let's go for it. It looks logical to use this bishop. He hasn't got a dark square bishop. He's weakening his dark squares. So here, just I don't know, maybe even bishop F6 here. Just give up the rook. Just play queen D2, queen H6. The rook supports bishop E4 anyway. He's going to come in with. There's always F3 though. So even here, there's F3. What does bishop H4? Bishop E4 better. There's bishop E4, there's knight H4. Blimey. Almost winning queen from a full F3. Bishop E4. So bishop E4, bishop E7. I want to play F3 though, surely, to be able to play bishop F5 and queen H6. So just F3. That was knight E3. Have I just fluffed up the attack completely? There's rook D4 on E3. Okay, rook D4, knight E3, rook D4, knight F1, there's queen H6. There's no check there, there's no queen F3 in time. So knight E3, rook D4. Knight H6, queen. Oh, there's no knight F3. So knight H4, queen H6, knight F3. I just take. So the threat Bishop f5, Queen h6, simple threat, simple idea, dark square attack, dark square bishop. Looks pretty dangerous. Lots of pieces here, 4 attacking pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing around the king, weakened dark squares. And let's go for this line then. So e3 is undermined with that move. Knight f1, there's Queen h6. Okay, that's a free piece coming in for h6. Queen g5 threatens again. Queen h5 now. We've got Queen h5. Looks pretty decisive to me. Maybe just Rook h4 if King g8, or just Queen h6. That was a bit of a crush. 24 moves, IM, but it's a lowly rated IM, so the ratings are more accurate than any titles. Let's be honest here. These are the 5-minute auto pairing rating, the toughest auto pairing, one of the toughest in the world for Blitz chess. So the ratings here are measuring the performance on the pool, but I'm pleased to win this anyway. It was an interesting win, so I think hopefully there's something there for instructive. You know, there's a strategic backfire. If we look at this, a strategic backfire on his dark squares. He's put his pawns on light squares. He's giving up his dark square bishop. So really, the attack here was just an example of a strategic backfire. He's even given me e5 as a dangerous attacking wedge. These bishops pointing as king. The rook being able to switch from the earlier queen kicking even into the attack. Very, very useful. Okay, so comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.